Hey guys, today I'm going to do a review on my 2001 F-250 4x4. And that was an XLT Lariat. And that was a crew cab short box, and it was a two-tone. It was blue, and then it had the gold rocker panels on it from the factory. And that pickup had every single option on it, except for the Power Stroke diesel engine. It had the V10 gas engine in it. And I bought it in 2000. December of 2005 is when I bought the pickup with 79,000 miles on it, and the old owner didn't even have a gooseneck kitchen. It was just a town pickup, and yeah, that was a beautiful pickup. I went ahead and I pulled off the regular I think it was Yokohama Geolander tires on there. They're just street tires, and I put Mickey Thompson Baja Claw tires on there, and I put dual hood scoops on the hood. Lots of skulls on it and the windows and everything. Yeah, it was just a sweet looking pickup. I just use it pretty much for pulling the boat to the lake, and also for the 2 weeks of winter where the snow is too deep for a car. A car can usually go through 4 inches of snow. And that pickup was good for me all the years. I remember one thing that I did have with it was it just clicked when I was going to go start it or whatever. I'm sure it was just the starter, like it had some burn spots on it or whatever. And that problem seemed to go away. I just kind of dealt with it. But looking back now, I could just put a new starter in it. But other than that, I had no other issues with it. And I would use it for pulling my 30-foot triple axle gooseneck trailer to go buy and sell tractors is what I was doing. And I go all over the state with that thing. And it pulled good. I mean, you could feel it behind you. You couldn't pass everybody on the road with it or nothing. But I did sell it, and the only reason I sold it was I sold it in 2010 because I was going to be getting into farming. I was going to rent a farm, and I wanted to try that as my next endeavor in life. And I knew that pickup would not pull like that trailer with like 24,000 pounds of water in a tank on it. You would need a diesel with torque for that. I'm sure this torque converter, I'm guessing, would probably stall out on that. So that's the only reason I sold the pickup. And what else about it? But I talked to one of my neighbors. He had a 99 F-250 like mine. And he told me that it was a great pickup until like at 100,000, the dealership told him as preventive maintenance, you're supposed to change out the spark plugs. And when they changed them out, it stripped out the threads for the spark plugs and those aluminum heads. I didn't even realize that it had aluminum heads. I never changed out the spark plugs in my life. I just kept the old ones in there. And my buddy, he's like, I wish I would have just not listened to the dealership and just left the old spark plugs in there, because then I wouldn't have this headache. Because after that, like once a year, he would blow out one of the spark plugs, and then he would go buy the helicoil kit that they actually sell at Napa specifically for the Ford pickups, and he would helicoil each one. But then finally it got to the one that was in the very back. That spark plug blew out, and he couldn't fit that helicoil kit there back there. Just wasn't enough room, and I think he probably had to pull the cab set or something. So he just pushed that pickup off into the trees. So I guess I'm lucky I never kept it long enough to have to do that. So but yeah, it was a cool looking pickup. But when I first bought it, it got like 11 was the most miles per gallon I ever got with it, I think. But all my buddies, they had like the big excursions with the V10 as well. They're like, yeah, no matter how you drive it, you're gonna get 10 miles per gallon. And towards the end, I was actually getting 9 miles per gallon with mine. So I don't know if I used to be a big Ford guy, but I've hung out with so many Chevy guys nowadays. And then in high school, we got big into the Cummins, but the Chevys go a long ways too. So right now I actually have a 6-liter Chevy gas 3/4 ton, and I really like that. So, but yeah, it's up to you guys. But like I said, I didn't have any problems with it personally, as long as you don't change out the spark plugs with those darn aluminum heads, which are a bad thing for Ford to have done. So, all right, later.